want to thank everybody for tuning back in. This is the Monster and Taz podcast show. Thank you for coming back. We love all y'all. Love for y'all to listen to us. And today we got a subject that we go keep it going. It's just me and Taz in here today. Taz, say what's up to everybody.
What's going on? What's good? What's good?
But it's a subject matter that a lot of people probably have dealt with. So we just go elaborate on it and tell a couple of stories about it. Okay, the subject is going to be today something that everybody has done. How many times have you avoided someone and said, "Whoo, I dodged a bullet that time"?
Uh, well, I'm pretty sure we all got stories like that. Whether it be something along the lines of, the way they act, because we know that it's some not so put together people out there, and not saying that I'm above that, but it is what it is. Or something along that matter. With me, as far as dodging the bullet, I had an incident where somebody who I was about to get with thought they was really nice, really attractive.
Get with just to link up with, or get with like y'all about to go to the bedroom?
Well, when I say get with, I mean progressing towards getting to know each other. That's because
Okay.
Any any well-rounded person in the mind should be going for that type of approach anyway. But I mean, you got people out there that solely hooks up or whatever. But I was gonna try to get with somebody, and I was absorbing their energy. Their energy was just so. It was pulling me, And then it's always that thing that happens where you just get a feeling about something. I got a vibe about this person, and I really, really just didn't want to hurt them or feel like they was. I was wasting their time or nothing, but that vibe was so strong that I just kind of pulled away. And, next thing you know, I hear further on down the line, years later, about how, they was going through men after men after men after men and ended up catching something deadly. And,
The little man?
I'm sorry?
The little man?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And catching something deadly and incurable. So I kind of dodged the bullet there. It's unfortunate. I mean, those things happen, but you never really know a person until you really know a person, and to find out too late about certain things, it's kind of it's disturbing.
I think they might have been like that when you was trying to
it's possible.
Them, as you say.
It's possible because, like I say, when you get to know somebody, they only give you a little bit and you taste it. That's exactly what it is. They give you a little bit, you taste it. But you never know what happens behind closed doors with them. I found out that person was out there, like way out there.
You mean like out there to the point where if they met somebody that caught their attention or whatever, next thing you know, they done hooked up with that person that day?
Just a little bit too easy.
The motto is, if it's easy, it's sleazy. Then there's no way you can please me.
There it is. That actually brought it back to something you had brought up in previous episodes, where catering to that. Can you really please somebody that's out there like that? As far as the hunger go for the sexual subject, can you really please?
Well, you already know 9 out of 10 if there's somebody that's pretty much out there.
Mm-hmm.
At some point in their life, they're gonna want to say, you know what, I really need to settle down and chill. I'm getting older. This stuff getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wind up with a gun.
Yeah, and you know what? That's pretty much they fault. You know, you trying to do you trying to do you, and you're entitled to do that. You really are. But you know, and then on that mission, you know, going from this person to that person, you trying to find that one for you. It's two sides to that coin. Um, but you know, you could really miss out on somebody. You know, doing your 1 2, your 3 4, your 5 6, whatever you want to call it. You know, you could really miss out on somebody special. This is a common scenario.
Like I always say, sometimes you can have everything you want in somebody and it be right there in front of you and you still won't recognize it. And you'll go to something that's more, what I like to say, eye candy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beauty's in a
Because
high.
we all at some point that had a friend or somebody we just knew and you kind of like, dang, they going through it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, maybe I ought to talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's the dog in the bone story. You know, someone once told me, somebody very close to me had told me this story about the dog in his bone, where the dog had the nicest, shiniest, brightest bone. Every dog was jealous of the dog. When he walked across the bridge, he had the bone in his mouth. And when he walked across the bridge, he was so stupid. He looked over in the water and saw his reflection, but he didn't recognize it as his reflection. He thought it was another dog, but he saw a dog with the bone, with another bone. He wanted the bone he had in his mouth and the bone that the other dog had in his mouth. Then he went to reach to go grab it and opened his mouth and dropped the bone that he had in his mouth into the water. And the moral of that story is, hey man, you could be greedy if you want to, but you could lose what you got.
Mm-hmm.
That was a powerful story that stuck to me for a long time. Have I been greedy in my lifetime? Of course I have. That's a part of growing up. But, you know, to this day, that's a reflective story. What about you, Monster? Have you dodged that bullet? And tell us
Man,
about
I
it.
feel like I done dodged a lot of bullets.
Tell us about it,
Sa-
brother.
The sad part, dodging all them bullets, I kept myself humble. I never let it get me down. I always kept my spirits up, even though I might be down at the time, because I always say this one thing: your loss, not mine.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Tell us about it, though.
I walk around with that kind of mentality. Well, you already know about from previous episodes the story of how I went out to the comedy show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was dodging a bullet, but I'm gonna talk about dodging another bullet. Now, we all got friends, right? And me, I happen to have a lot of female friends. I don't never hawk at none of my female friends or anything like that, or look at them like that. That's just the way I am. I have female friends. We just cool. And I had one. She was like a little sister to me. I always said, "You my little sister." And the more I was around her, I realized I was doing a lot that most people or other friends they had wouldn't do. Like you already know, going from the east side to the west side is a it's a trip. You know what I'm saying? That's no easy drive.
Cross town.
Right. That burns up all your gas.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it frequently for her. I can take it another step forward. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I know something happened one time where I went and seen her and just said, she said, "Can you give me some cigarettes?" I said, "All right." I went to the store. I not only bought 2 packs of cigarettes, I got her a bottle of liquor and was like, whatever it is you going through, sit down, smoke some cigarettes, have a drink or two, get your mind right and get yourself back focused to what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't understand the situation she was in really not telling the whole story, but I don't know why she was where she was at. But the reason I say dodging a bullet, because I really started to like her at some point. And I was like, man, something ain't right, man. I got a
Mm-hmm.
feeling like I got a crush on her. You ever had that feeling?
It happens, brother. It happens.
You
It
be around
happens.
somebody so much, you kind of like, it's like I got feelings for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because rather
Absolutely.
than going to hook up or meet somebody else out, get off work Friday, what you doing? I'm coming
Mm.
to see you.
Homeboy.
I ain't never touched her, never kissed her, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it like this. She's came at me in ways that I was shocked at.
Mm.
I mean, I was really shocked. Like when somebody pretty much hit you with, why don't we just be married so I can be happy?
Hmm. How that
Threw
hit
me
your
for a
ear?
curveball
Hit your ear wrong.
because it came from out of nowhere. We was just going. She asked me to go to the club with her and have a drink, and everybody know from bouncing days, I hate going to clubs,
Mm-hmm.
but I went just because she asked me.
Right.
And on the way there, she said that, and I pretty much pulled over. Why would you say something like that to me? Because it came from out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe our listeners will listen up because, like I said, you never know what you got in front of you until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I broke it down like this to answer her question because she was like, well, I just want to be happy. You know what I mean? I know I'm a little bit younger than you, but I think I'll be happy with you. And I just kind of looked at her and gave her that rock look with the eyebrow up. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Huh?
And I pretty much hit her with this. Older people, and when I say older people, I mean like, the old couples that's been married for like 30, 40 years.
That don't exist in this time frame.
Not in this world no more.
No.
But older people will be able to tell you something that I'm about to tell you right now. They'll understand it. If you got something that you really want to keep and hold on to for like the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
you grab onto it and hold on to it for dear life
Mm-hmm.
because you never know what you got. Because you might look up one day and it's gone, and when it's gone forever.
Absolutely. Nothing is forever. I've always said that everything has a time limit. Everything and everybody has a time limit. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be in the next 5 seconds, but Jack, when your time is up, your time is up. And then, right in those between that moment where it's up and it's not up, right in between that moment, them two moments, right there, is when you start reflecting on everything that you woulda, shoulda, coulda done and everything you regretted doing.
Yeah. Because she was kind of flabbergasted, kind of gave me a look like, well, what's that supposed to mean? I was like, if you don't understand it, then you don't know what you really asked me.
Yep. Yep. You know,
And it's really not dodging a bullet. I dodged a possible relationship because she didn't know how I take things very serious because I'm a very serious person. Like when I only had one child. When I was with my baby mama, my friends would see me maybe once a month for like 2 hours.
mm-hmm.
Because you know where I'm at?
Right
I'm
with
playing
her.
with my girl. I catch y'all when I catch y'all.
Right. Absolutely.
Because that's how I take a relationship. I take it serious. I'm not gonna be that one, oh, I gotta get some time away from you. My girl is my best friend.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
way I've always had it. That's the way I'm built.
Right. You know,
But
unless you.
dodging a bullet on her, the reason I say that is because that wasn't the first time she said something like that. You can't just come out of the blue and ask a friend, "Hey, why don't we be married?"
Yeah, I think if somebody would have hit me with that, I mean, because you know, I've had you know, the friend, or you know, someone I just thought is just a friend, or I've had a play sister type thing, you know, or whatever. I mean, it exists. And then you know, I had an instance where you know feelings had developed on her part, and it took me. I know how you feel. It took me through the loop. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like what is going on with this? Where this come from? You know. But in that moment, I guess that they feeling like they connected so well with you. I mean, I'm talking about a solid connection, not just uh we kicking it, we having a good time. Okay, I'll see you later, friend. No, I'm talking about a connection. Like this guy really knows me. I really like him. He's really catering to my emotional need. Because you know anybody can, you know, well not anybody, but people can hit physical needs. But the like in the previous podcast, that mind sex, that
Got to do
mind
my
sex.
mind first, according to Lord.
Yeah, buddy, that mind. You know, you know what? And it was a long time ago, long time ago. I had someone say that to me, you know, and at the time, even though that person broke it down, I still didn't understand how it could be done, you know, like that. But then as time went on, and you seen people in different situations, you start to think it's all in your mindset. It's all about you know your presentation on what you say. It's absorption. You know, whatever you say can be absorbed in a negative or a positive way. And if you can impact somebody with your words in a positive way, you got something special there.
Yeah, like with that person, what kind of threw me for a loop. It was a whole bunch of different scenarios in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a chance to meet her family,
Mm-hmm.
and they were some pretty cool, nice people. And for the longest, they all thought I was her dude. I was like, no, I'm not her dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a friend.
Yeah.
That was my girl. She'd be skipping, singing my name, but that ain't my girl. That's just a friend.
Yeah. I mean.
They was like, but you do so much for her, and you
Mm-hmm.
help her with this and that. I was like, well, I'm a kind guy and I'm nice and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it real. Sometimes people need somebody in the world to just be a friend and be there and have they back. I'll
And
be that friend.
yeah, invent to. Now on the other side of the coin with me, I can't lie. You know, if I lie to people, I'm lying to the man upstairs, and I think I'm pretty much trying to get out of that. You know, way out of that. But
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta lie to protect somebody's feelings.
yeah, now you know on the other side of that coin, me, I've like brushed people off that was trying to get too close to me, you know, but you know, not in that direction, but you know, they just wanted to be cool, and it's just all, you know, I don't know, it's just like I say, I vibe off of energy, and you know, you can give me positive energy, but you know, if it's not charged to the point of my taking, I look at y'all. Like I said, I'm not a genius. I am far from a genius, and I'm far from, you know, being the smartest person in the world. But I expect if I'm a vibe off of you as a friend or whatever, if I'm a vibe off of you, it has got to be some kind of further energy than just standard energy, because I cannot stand somebody who brings an airheaded essence. I can't. Ooh, that is the worst for me. When you bring airheaded essence, you understand what I'm
Don't know
saying?
nothing about nothing, huh?
I mean, like, okay,
You
so
wouldn't like Kelly Bundy?
Oh, that's the worst. I mean, after that's like, after you put that shoe on a couple of times, it goes in the closet for good. That's just something like, and like I said, I'm not trying to be, I'm trying to put this in not to be crass or anything like that, but where I'm going with that. I mean, come on. Yeah. And then you got like, let me give you an example. So I had encountered somebody, and you know me, I'll try to crack a joke left or right here and there, and I'll try to look at you, and I'll talk to you, and I'll try to talk to you about things that'll pull you in. I'll look at you, observe you, and see what if you wearing the brown shirt, I'll be like, oh, I see you got the brown shirt on, man. They went this and that, and this and that. I'll try to make a conversation up of what you're interested in. But if I, in that airheaded essence, ow, I go to the gym and I'm working on my glutes and I want my ass to pop and this and that. And I'm just, okay, because I actually met someone like this that was only interested in talking about things like that. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to go anywhere. You're self-centered. You don't have anything.
Oh, she talks to herself in the third person, huh?
That and it just totally self-centered. Me. I this does this look good on me? Do
I got a name for that.
Jesus Christ.
I call that the Nicki Minaj syndrome. Me.
Okay.
But she says that a lot in her music. Me.
Yeah, I don't have no comments, but I just cannot stand that airheaded. And don't get me wrong, it's airheaded guys out there. Have you ever, because we meet people. We don't just go out and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on getting me this girl and that girl. No, fuck that. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna meet people and we're gonna engage with people, guys, girls. The kids.
But it all depends on the venue and the setup where you at. Like the worst place I think to meet somebody is at a bar.
You think so?
Meet them at the bar, it's a one night stand.
Hell, that
going to the bar, it's a total turn off for me because, like I said, I used to be a bouncer.
Mm-hmm. So you saw everything.
So I saw everything that went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be nice where we charging everybody to come in, but of course the women come in for free, which I think is not fair. Because if y'all come in for free, why would you ask somebody to buy you a drink?
Oh my God, let's touch on
I'm
that.
the bouncer and they asking me to buy them a drink.
Let's touch on that. That's called thinking you have entitlement. You entitled to get you a free drink. Come on, girl. Let's be real here. You're entitled to breathe a breath. You need to do that. You need to, get up and exercise because if you don't use it, you lose it. You need to get some sleep. You don't need to have somebody buy you shit all the time. I'm sorry, it don't work that way. You don't need.
I look at it this way. If all the dudes came up in here and paid to get in here and y'all came in for free, you should be at least have a couple of coins in your purse to pull out some money to buy your drink. That's just the way I am. I had no problem with going to a spot. If I'm going with the crew, you know how we do it. I got the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody else get the next round. We'll do it like that and keep on doing it.
Yeah.
If I go to the bar by myself and somebody come up to me and ask me to buy them a drink, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, if I decide to buy you a drink, have a conversation with me. Don't just get the drink and then turn your back and act like I don't exist.
Man. And
that's where you lost.
Yeah, I don't me personally, I'm not gonna knock, guys who do what they do. You do what you do. But I feel like the same way, if I'm gonna do something like that, which if I'm gonna do something like that, I at least, want to have a conversation with you. Call me sometime. You ain't gonna call me all the time. Just call me sometime. We talk and give me some kind of exchange. And it's not the exchange that everybody think. You know, uh, you know, that's just how I'm cut. Other guys, they think other ways. But let's move on to the stalking part. Let's move on to that.
Stalking. It's a
Yeah.
whole different ways people can stalk you. I put it like this: I got one stalker. She is permanently blocked.
Wow. What did she do?
What didn't she do?
Tell us,
Like
brother.
I said, dodging the bullet. Oh my God, I dodged the bullet.
Tell us what
Oh
actually
God, the
turned you off.
memories, the horror,
Tell us.
the things I've seen.
Hey, do we need to go get some popcorn and come back and?
Man, you need some popcorn for this
Oh
one.
shit! Here we go. There we go. Let's
All right,
get it.
it was around the time the Cavs was in the finals, so
Okay.
I got an invite for her. Hey, what you doing? Nothing. I'm about to go home, just chill. Why don't you come through and watch the basketball game? The finals on tonight. Okay. I go over there. She got liquor. And anybody that know me, once I had 2 drinks, I'm drunk because I really just drink beer.
Mm-hmm.
Mix beer with liquor. Oh, I'm toe up now.
Oh man.
So I kicked it with her, had some fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I left. Nothing about it. 2 days later, invite me back over. Well, they got another game. Come on through, watch the game or whatever. I did the same thing. I wasn't looking for nothing. We had been friends for years.
Mm-hmm.
I had hooked up with her back in the day.
Okay, so you had
So I wasn't even trying to push the envelope to go there. I just wanted to hang out.
right.
So the third day, man, sent me an invite over there, talk to me about all the things she's going through.
Mm-hmm.
She got me stupid drunk this night,
Oh
and it
boy.
was a Friday.
We know where that's
So
going.
I ain't have to go to work the next day. She like, you just crash or whatever. All right. Middle of the night, she woke me up. She's like, you ain't got to sleep on the couch. You can sleep on the other side of the bed. I won't bother you. Long story short, it went down.
Oh boy. Slip and slide.
Then to make it so bad for about 4 days straight, every day after work, I would get that call. It would be the same thing. And because we had a history, I tried to build on that. Hey, let's see where we can go with this, see how things go. Take it one step at a time, even though we done advanced everything because we already messing around.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we got a 20-year history. We know each other.
Right.
But when somebody starts telling me things like, well, I'm pregnant.
Oh God. You talking about after y'all played slip and slide again?
And I actually jumped ahead a little bit because it was at some point where she came to stay with me and then she moved and got an apartment and I moved with her and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I done left a whole lot out because we only got so much time.
Right.
But when somebody tells me that they're pregnant, I take it very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, anybody that knows me, I got an autistic older brother. I love autistic people. Them are my favorite. Autistic or mentally challenged people, them are my favorite people in the world
Mm-hmm.
because they are truly blessed.
Yeah.
Despite their disability, they are blessed.
Yeah.
They it hits me in the heart just thinking about them.
Yeah.
But For somebody to sit up there and be pregnant and just keep drinking and drinking and drinking like it's no tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem with that.
Nobody in their right mind would do that.
I couldn't sit there and stomach that.
Mm-hmm. Of
I
course,
had to
not to
go
cut you
ahead.
off, but man, no man wants to see a lady or somebody they seeing that says that they pregnant with their child to sit up there and just drink, 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 and smoke, smoke, smoke. That it makes you feel some type of way because you know what could happen. Could.
Right. And it was just totally out of control. And the house was like in disarray. Every time I tried to put everything in order, it was a problem. Then she wanted to kick me out, all kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I left her, went back a couple times. Like I said, dodging a bullet. The last time I came back, I said this to her face. I got her on her real close. I said, if you be on some more BS, I swear, if I leave this time, I'm never coming back and I'm never talking to you again.
You'll hear echo. That's it. Mm-mm. So where did the stalking part come in?
Cause mind you, I actually before I went back the last time, I blocked her on everything. Facebook, couldn't call my phone, nothing like that. And the only reason she got a hold of me, because I said it's been like 2.5 months. She ain't gonna call me. I unblocked her numbers, and about 2 hours later, she called me.
Damn,
She
after
hit me
two
with
hours.
one of these.
Damn.
This was gonna throw you off. She hit me with one of these. Why don't you just come on in and just you ain't gotta say nothing. I'm just you can just put it right in.
You know what she wanted.
I'm like, for real?
Slip and slide.
I'm like, no, you trying to set me up. She like, no, no, for real. I'm just horny and I really need to do it and you're getting all this, that, and this. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I'll think about it. Let me call you back.
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes later, stop thinking and just come over here and just do it.
Mm-hmm. She really
And me
wanted it.
being the typical guy, my dumb butt, I goes over there. Some kept telling me the whole time on the way over here, you know she gonna be on some trash. You know she gonna be on some trash.
Mm-hmm. The first
Then she
win.
realized I wasn't trying to move back in with her until about 3 weeks, a month later. But I let her know off the rip, I'm not dealing with this crap no more. And the reason I say stalking is because look, I blocked you for 2.5 months. No social media,
Nothing.
nothing. As soon as I unblocked my phone, you called me 2 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
You had to been calling that number the whole time.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And what made it so bad, I got a brand new phone, so I didn't know her number, but it was already blocked because all my information got transferred over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I say stalking, I mean stalking.
Bruh.
Yes, I went out on the front porch and seen her drive past.
Oh my God, dude. Let me tell you about mine.
Hold on. Now, before you go there,
Okay, go ahead.
here's the last tidbit that was kind of messed up.
Oh shit.
She said she was gonna have an abortion.
Oh, I know you. You know, I know how you are with kids. So.
I love kids, so I'm kind of pissed about that.
Oh yeah. Like a weak kidney.
But considering I know how much she was drinking,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to have that baby. And I was willing to go along with it, except for one reason.
What's up?
She told me I had to pay half up front.
Suspect.
Now, if I'm gonna pay half up front,
I want to see a receipt.
no,
I'm
I'm
just,
going with you.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just messing with you.
Ain't nobody about to sit up there and pay all that money, and you could be lying to me. You might not have ever been pregnant. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. She faked the pregnancy test.
That ain't the first time, is it, brother? With
She
that,
took 3 pregnancy tests.
but not with that one, but another one, right?
How one negative, the next one negative, and then the third one positive. And then she tells me a month and a half later, "Oh, I faked the other two because I knew if you found out that I was pregnant, you wouldn't want to be with me."
I don't get that. I really
I
don't
don't
get that,
understand it.
man. That's just something that you don't play with life. You
Hold
don't play
on,
with that.
not to cut you off, but I will get
Mm.
this one out too. This is what I mean by stalking.
Go ahead.
When I say stalking,
Mm-hmm.
she will stalk through Facebook. That's why I don't be on Facebook. Everybody asks me why I don't be on Facebook. That's why.
Doing too motherfucking much.
Because you know you can go through somebody else's profile to see what that person is really doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Doing too much.
Mm,
Okay, so
go ahead.
so I was with this particular female for about 5 years or so,
That's
and
a
we were,
long time.
oh yeah. So the relationship did grow. I'll give it that credit. It grew, and I was aiming towards progression as far as us getting this together and that together and this and that, whatever. So we were talking about marriage. I got the ring.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I got her a ring. Um, we had set a date and everything. So I wanted her to meet who I was gonna put in the wedding, and both of them was my cousins. Okay, so I brought both of my cousins over there to the house, and when I did that, um, you know, they met. We were all talking and all that other stuff. They was gonna be like in my wedding, the best mans and stuff like that or whatever. Um, so funny stuff started happening at the after that, and I just started noticing some inconsistencies, differences, and all that. I'm trying to give you the edited version because we got so much time, and so we ended up separating, breaking up, or whatnot. And then the first thing she said after we broke up was, "I want your cousin's number." And I'm like, "What?"
Right after y'all broke up?
Right after we broke up. So you had been thinking about this for a minute. "I want your cousin's number." I said, "What you want which cousin? What you talking about?" She's like, "Your cousin so and so." I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want defamation. So, yeah, your cousin so and so. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm really perplexed by this. I don't understand." Well, I'm interested in him and this and that. I say, "Okay, so we've been together 5 years in a relationship. We were about to get married, and now you telling me that?" And mind you, she broke up with me. So
Did she give you a legitimate excuse or she just
no,
said some BS?
there's some BS, of course. Because she, So anyway, I told her, we can't even be friends now. We can't do nothing. You done crossed the line. And then I heard she had actually been seeing my cousin after that because I guess she took the initiative to go over his house and stuff like that, and they've been screwing around or whatever the case may be. And she was, um, you know, trying to get at me, calling everybody to see where I was and all this other stuff. So when I finally caught up with her, or I'm sorry, let me reiterate that. When she finally caught up with me, she was saying things to me like, "Oh, why can't we be friends?" and this and that. I said, "Cuz friends don't do shit like that to each other. You don't do that. Out of all the people you could have had, you don't do that. You know." Oh, well,
First
I'm
cousins too.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, I'm gonna have my boys come over there and do this and do that and this and that and this and that. And I said, look, I'm not about to go back and forth with you on some shit like this, because let me tell you something. I'm past this. I'm past this and I'm past you. Okay? So, but I mean, she was calling. I swear on everything I love, that voicemail was. This was back in the day when voicemail was a machine. That voicemail was full. Okay, it
Oh, she
was,
blew you up.
bruh. That voicemail was so full that that was a machine, and I saw the words coming out of the machine. That's how full it was. You understand what I'm saying? And I was just like listening to all these messages, and I'm like, she is just, what is wrong with her? Then she would start coming to my job. Okay, so look, you got what you wanted. You wanted him and not me. Why are you still stalking me? I just still want to see you too, and this and that. I said, now you want to fuck with me and him? What is wrong with you? What is your mentality of thinking? What is this? Man, I swear it took for me to move, change my number. Man, I swear I thought about plastic surgery to get away from this girl. You hear me?
And she still got your cousin anyway.
She still got him and still wanted me at the same time. I mean, it's just stalking. I mean, but I don't even understand why it was even a stalking thing. You got what you wanted with him. Why did you still want to hook up with me? This is out of her mouth, not mine. She still wanted, after she did her 1-2 with him, she was still trying to get back with me. Then she ended up realizing later on down the line that I didn't want no part of her. She ended up getting with somebody else, and then she had actually seen my profile on social media, and she tried to hit me up in the DM and talking about, oh, you looking good, and this and that, and I was just trying to hit you up to see how you was doing this and that. I say, I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Don't contact me ever again. I'm through with you.
Oh, you got the mentality like me.
Man, look.
Forgive, but never ever forget.
No. Yeah, I mean, I got that, but in her situation, like that classic cliche monster go, that classic cliche, you can get to that point where you won't even piss on somebody if they on fire to put them out. That's how I am. If you do me wrong, trust me, I will forget that you were ever conceived. I'm telling you, that's how I am. I'm telling you, you do not want to screw me over. If you screw me over, trust me, you won't even be a memory engraved in my storybook of life, Jack. You can forget that. If I seen you, I'm telling you, if I drove past you and I seen your ass beat the fuck up, bloody pulp, and you walking, I won't even pick you up. I won't even think twice about picking you up. I'll keep going. I mean, that's how much of a scorned person I am. If you do me like that, I ain't got no love for you.
I'll put it like this. That one I told you about, she did so much. She threw up on my mama's carpet
Oh my.
and just pulled the rug over.
Man, what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. That was
It's
insensitive.
funny when you think about it, but you gotta sit there like, for real?
The first thing that crossed my mind was, girl, what were you think? Why? That's something a kid would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that go back to what I was
I'll
saying.
put it like this. She also did this. This was so bad.
Look at you laughing your damn self. Look at you.
I can't even get it out.
Choke it.
I think she really had a drinking problem
Oh wow,
because My peoples went out of town and left her the keys to their car. And I
Mm-hmm.
told them, I don't think that's gonna be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the bar. That was another thing I had to deal with that was a turn off for me more and more down the line because I don't want to sit there and go to happy hour 4 times a freaking week.
It's sad.
4 times a week, you going to happy hour?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just buy me a bottle and go home.
Mm-hmm.
But she got so split at the bar she went to. She came back. I hadn't been outside. So when I got up in the morning, the other car window was down
Hmm.
and it had been raining.
Oh man.
Do you know that
Oof.
smell never got out that car?
Ooh, I've been hotter than fish grease. That's crazy.
And I told her, do not, do not mess that car up.
Whew. Oh boy.
Oh, I got a million stories I could tell if I heard some of the stuff she did. Threw up liquor bottle
Oh my god. What the
and
hell?
would put the cap on it and set it in the cut.
Man, that dude, listen. That
Ugh.
monster, that one right there, that one, bruh. You dodged the bullet when you ain't with her now,
I
so
dodged a bullet.
you know what? I don't out of everything we done said, I think you are the one that actually dodged the biggest caliber bullet that has ever been shot at somebody. That was the bruh. That story. Listen, after this podcast, I won't be surprised if we get movie producers to come and say, "Hey, I would like to make a movie out of your life story with that one." That was man. Listen, that was crazy. I done heard some shit, but that right there, Jack, she throw up in bottles and ugh, that's gross. That is gross.
Yes.
That is
That's
gross.
how I got kicked out one day. It was a Saturday. I got up. Okay, it's a Saturday morning. Just
How
get
does
up
it
and clean
fit?
up the apartment.
How does it
Like
fit?
normal people, right? You want to get up and clean up for Saturday,
But,
right?
but how
Maybe
does it?
go grocery shopping.
But how does it fit in a wine bottle? This was she use
I
a
don't know
funnel?
how.
This
It
use a
was a
funnel?
fifth. So it wasn't no little bottle.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So it's a typical Saturday morning. I get up, I want to clean up, right? I done got the bathroom all in order. After I done got myself clean, I started cleaning up stuff in the apartment. She keeps saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Oh, leave that alone. So she want to get it in again. We already done got it in the morning. She want to
Mm-hmm.
get it in again. Okay, no problem.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Jack.
No guy will ever turn that down.
Mm-mm.
Round two,
Mm-hmm.
come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after I got that round two, I went, got myself together again, and okay, you know what? I gotta go to the store to get some cleaning supplies because we ain't got enough, stuff to mop and clean the glass works and all this and that. Plus, there were 150 flies
Oh.
in the kitchen,
Oh my god.
just stuck to the window. It freaked me out. Like, what is going on in this kitchen?
A dead body, bruh.
I done cleaned the trash can. I done mopped in there. Why are all these flies in here?
Wow.
That was another reason why I had to go get more cleaning supplies. I was like, they go get up out of here today.
Mm-mm-mm.
So when I came back, and I told her, look, get whatever you want to get out the kitchen. The kitchen gonna be off limits for the next 2 hours because I'm about to get rid of these flies. I gotta spray it, close the kitchen door, let them just sit in there and breathe that stuff in and die.
Mm-hmm.
mind you, I'm still going around cleaning up the rest of the apartment. Like I said, I couldn't take it. It was that Saturday. Oh, you gonna try and give me 2 rounds? Think I'm gonna not do this? I'm doing it today.
Mm-hmm.
She gets mad, breaks the window
Oh my.
to the kitchen because she like, why did you shut the kitchen door? That door never locked. I'm like, because I told you I'm trying to kill them. Flips out on me. She really got to flipping out when I went into the bedroom and came out with a bottle of liquor, 3/4 full, and you're supposed to be pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Looks me in my eye. I'm tired of you trying to control me. How am I trying to control you? You sitting up here pregnant, and I'm cleaning up, finding fifths of what was it? Jose Cuervo.
Oh my.
Not the $14 bottle, the $30 bottle. Big bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it ain't no liquor in the house.
Wow.
Because when I went to the store and came back, that that's when she really got to flipping out. Looked around. You trying to do this and that? You trying to run me around and boss me? How am I running you around? I'm just trying to clean up.
Right.
Get all your shit and get to stepping.
That what she said to you?
That's what she said to me.
Say less.
That was the last time she seen me.
Say motherfucking less. I'm out. Kiss the rings, bitch. I'm out. Yeah, that's crazy.
Most females that I know, if they realize or find out that they're pregnant, they instantly stop whatever they're doing that could be bad for the baby.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
She did not give a you know what.
Yeah, she don't give a damn. And that's sad too
She
because
also tried to go to rehab.
well, like she might have needed
Didn't
some
work.
help. Yeah, she might need some more help that that's just more than just what's on the surface. She might need a lot of help, and until she get that help, because we can sit here and laugh about the situation, cry about it or whatever, but at the end of the day, she needs some serious help. Does she have any
I
kids
could not
besides?
no.
No.
I could
Yeah.
not help her. No matter what I did,
Yeah, she needs some
I could
professional
not
help.
help her.
She needs it's people out here that
She need medication.
yeah yeah.
Lots of it.
Oh yeah definitely you know but
Because I've been in situations and relationships. We can have always tell my significant other, look, we're gonna have disagreements about things. But in a relationship it's supposed to be give and take, not take.
right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up. But in conclusion, I want to include conclusions to the podcast. Do you have any reflections on the subject at hand today? Like, do you have any reflections to say to everybody, or what you're going to do, or looking back on what happened with the stalking and the dodging the bullet? Do you have any reflections on that? Like, what would you do different, or what's your reflections after looking back?
Looking back at that one, I should have just, I hate to say it, I should have been the typical asshole. Got my stuff off and kept it moving. Now, as far as the other one that's a friend, I haven't talked to her in a number of years. We parted on bad ways. Kind of miss her a little bit. I haven't heard from her, but I wish I would have said more because I felt like we had some kind of connection on a different level. We just couldn't sit down and talk about it. We should have talked more about things.
Well, I know you had two scenarios and two stories about two different people, but I only have one. And my reflection, looking back on my situation with her and the cousin and stuff like that. If I sit here and I say, well, going forward, I don't trust this person and that person, it's a stereotype. That's just like when women was feeling like they needed to say, yeah, man, all niggas, all men ain't this and ain't that, and this and that. But and then that's stereotyping us as well. But what I'm going to reflect on is going forward, if it came down to those type of situations where that could happen, as far as them, because you never know about the person. If that could happen, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be more aware of what could happen. I'm going to try to think of every scenario that could happen with this new person that I'm meeting, and try not to take it serious unless I'm convinced that they are just as serious. That's it. We want to thank everybody for listening. If we touched on a couple of points, let us know in some comments. On my, the comments are available on YouTube. And plus, we're going to get this going on to where people can phone in, because we're going to go live with me, myself, Taz, Monster, and Monster Mash, and every other guest that we're going to have on this show. And we're going to touch on a lot of points. And if you have anything to say, once we set up the live, any subject matters, give us a call. These podcasts are like therapy. If you feel like you need to get something off your chest, and we're willing to listen and give you feedback, we're going to keep it real with you. We're not going to be all out there and ignorant. We're going to keep it real with you, though, because that's what you need. You need realism in your life, just like we need realism in ours. Thank y'all for listening. You got anything to say, Monster, before we go?
I just wanted to tell everybody thank you so much. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully we see y'all on the next one.
All right, now that's the Monster and Taz podcast. Y'all stay up. Yep.